General Hospital GH. Spoilers reveal that Brook Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, may be keeping a huge secret from Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. There have certainly been moments in recent weeks when it felt like Brook Lynn was holding back. Now that Brook Lynn and Chase are ready to start having children together, there's a good chance she'll eventually come clean about this not being her first baby. Brook Lynn likely gave birth to a child when she was much younger and not ready to take on the responsibilities of being a mom. That brings us to some huge clues involving Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Massa. When Lois Cirillo, Rena Sofa, told Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, the tragic story of Gio's deceased parents, it felt like she was concealing certain details. Lois appeared to be covering something up, so that's important to keep in mind. Plus, Lois has always seemed exceptionally fond of Gio. We can't forget it was Lois who first convinced Gio to stay at the Quartermain mansion, not to mention she turned to Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, for help paying for Gio's musical education. Could Gio actually be Lois' grandson? Is that why Lois is so protective and helpful when it comes to Gio? Perhaps after Brook Lynn gave birth, Lois handled the adoption for her. Brook Lynn may have no idea who her baby ended up with, or that he ultimately became an orphan. Based on Brook Lynn's interactions with Gio, she doesn't seem to know he's her bio son if he indeed is. Lois may want to keep it that way to avoid derailing Brook Lynn's life and ruining Gio's memories of the woman he believes was his biological mother. Whatever the case, Gio's scenes with Brook Lynn in GH's September 23 episode offered some intriguing hints. After Brook Lynn talked about wanting Violet Finn, "Ja feel love," to know she was loved, Gio insisted that sounded exactly like his mom. The show was leaning into this idea of Brook Lynn being a maternal figure and potentially setting the stage for her to be revealed as Gio's birth mother. Gio later told Brook Lynn that her kids were going to be so lucky when she had them, so anvils were dropping everywhere. As for who Gio's father might be, there's been social media speculation that Brook Lynn and Dante Falconeri's, Dominic Zamprogna, history might get a rewrite. If Dante is Gio's bio dad, that'll certainly shake things up even more. Regardless, it seems safe to assume that Brook Lynn is Gio's bio mom, so it's just a matter of time until the secret comes out and the full story unravels. General Hospital spoilers say some big surprises are coming up in Port Charles, so stick with us for updates on all the shocking news and predictions on the fallout. CDL's where you want to be for great General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates, so make us your go-to GH source. New update. General Hospital GH. Spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, are in grave danger thanks to their lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, rescue mission. Fortunately, both Anna and Jason will live to tell the tale, so they'll eventually make it back to Port Charles with Lucky in tow. Jason and Anna will survive all Jen Sidwell's Carlo Rota shockers, but more unpleasant surprises are just around the corner. At some point in the coming weeks, Jason will have to deal with a devastating loss. Part of Jason will always love Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, so her exit is sure to hit him hard. That's especially true if Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, crime plays a role in Sam's grim fate. There's a good chance Sam will lose her life diving for the gun Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, dropped in the choppy river. That could leave Jason feeling guilty since he helped Sonny cover up the murder Alexis was accused of. If it weren't for that cover-up, Alexis wouldn't have been suspected of taking down John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington, and Sam wouldn't have needed to go after that weapon to prove her mom's innocence. Jason may blame himself on some level, so that can make his grief even worse. Will Anna give Jason the comfort he needs when the time comes, perhaps in her bed? Jason and Anna have an interesting connection that could be explored more down the road. Anna and Jason are certainly bonding on this Africa mission, so they may take some big steps closer. Once Jason is mourning the loss of Sam, it could lead to Anna consoling him with some passion. It certainly wouldn't be the first time grief has created a situation like that on a soap. After Jason loses his true love and worries about the effect this will have on Danny Morgan, Asher Antonizin, it'd be reasonable for him to find relief by hitting the sheets with Anna. Regardless, our GH predictions point to Sam's fatal outcome and Jason's struggles in the aftermath. General Hospital spoilers say Anna may be the one to pull Jason out of a bleak place, so stay tuned for updates on any sizzling news for these two. CDL will have other thrilling General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates to read up on, so drop by regularly for more GH details. New update. General Hospital GH spoilers reveal that Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, set off a terrible chain reaction when he shot John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington, twice on the Quartermain property. Now Sonny is trying to clean up the mess he made, though Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, deserve some blame for making messes of their own. Since Agent Kate's death has created such a tangled web of disasters, we can't help but think about the possibility of a stunning comeback. Can you imagine what a twist it would be if John was still alive? Nothing is impossible in the soap world, so perhaps John could return at some point. GH writers could get creative and come up with an explanation that will explain how John managed to survive. Maybe John was barely clinging to life after all and secretly got whisked away to some private facility for the finest care. John might be in a coma somewhere thanks to some quick thinking on the part of some valuable allies. Although it certainly looked like Agent Cates was a goner, things aren't always as they seem in Port Charles. Adam J. Harrington has exited GH for now, but he could easily reprise his role if they wrote a twist to undo John's demise. Many fans feel like the show took things a step too far by having Sonny murder Agent Cates so callously. Sonny is supposed to be a lovable mobster that viewers root for despite his crimes, but this deadly news was particularly hard to accept. It'd be nice if the show could erase Agent Cates' fatal outcome and backtrack on this a bit. It wouldn't change what Sonny tried to do that night, but at least he wouldn't be responsible for taking John down permanently. Plus, Alexis could get off the hook, and there'd be no more Cates-related suspicions swirling around Christina either. Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, also wouldn't have to deal with the stress of covering for Sonny. Bottom line, making John alive would change things for a lot of people on canvas, so it's worth considering the idea. Our predictions point to some new shockers happening in the Agent Cates investigation, so we'll bring you updates on what's still to come. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny will remain on cleanup duty as he tries to fix things for those closest to him. CTL's where you want to be for the hottest General Hospital spoilers, predictions, updates and news, so visit us often for more info.